This video is recorded on location at LA Mood Comics and Game. Hello and welcome to Game 1 between Jake playing Tron and Nolan playing Blue-White. Nolan plays a Seachrome Coast. Jake plays an Urza's Tower, followed by a Chromatic Sphere. Nolan plays a Calciform Pools and then follows it up with a Wall of Omens. Jake cracks a Chromatic Sphere, adding a green to his mana pool. He plays an Urza's Mine, then follows it up with a Sylvan Scrying, getting himself an Urza's Power Plant. Nolan plays a second Seachrome Coast and passes. Jake puts down an Urza's Power Plant and casts a Wurmcoil Engine. At the beginning of the end step, Nolan puts a counter on Calciform Pools. Nolan plays a tapped Hollow Fountain and passes. Jake plays a Grove of the Burn Willows. He taps his Grove for a green mana, giving Nolan a life. Then using one of the 2 mana produced from the mine, casts a Sylvan Scrying. He goes and gets an Eye of Ugin. He then attacks the worm, which is blocked by the wall, gaining him 6 life. Post-combat, he plays a Relic of Progenitus. He then exiles all graveyards and draws a card. He follows that up with a second Relic. He exiles all graveyards again and draws himself another card. He then plays his third Relic. At the beginning of the end step, Nolan puts a counter on the Calciform Pools. Nolan plays a Tectonic Edge. He then activates it, killing the Urza's Tower. Jake puts down an Urza's Tower. He taps the Grove for a green, giving Nolan a life. He then plays an Ancient Stirrings. He chooses a Karn Liberated. He then plays the Karn, which is met with a Mana Leak. He then attacks for 6, getting himself 6 life. Nolan plays a Scalding Tarn, followed by a Path to Exile on the Wurmcoil Engine. Jake gets himself a Forest. Jake puts down an Eye of Ugin, taps the Grove, gaining Nolan a life, and then plays a Chromatic Sphere. At the beginning of the end step, Nolan puts a counter on the Calciform Pools. He then cracks the Scalding Tarn, getting himself a Hollowed Fountain. Nolan plays a Kitchen Finks, gaining 2 life, and passes the turn. At the beginning of the end step, Jake activates Eye of Ugin, getting himself an Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre. Jake puts on an Urza's Power Plant. He then plays an Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre. He targets the Calciform Pools, and in response, Nolan sacrifices it, gaining himself 3 mana. With the floating mana, he casts a Path to Exile on the Ulamog. Jake plays an Ancient Stirrings. He chooses an Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn. During his turn, Nolan attacks for 3. Jake plays a Sylvan Scrying, which is met with a Spell Snare. Jake adds green with the Grove, gaining Nolan a life, and then plays a second Sylvan Scrying, which is also met with a Spell Snare. Nolan attacks for 3. At the beginning of the end step, Jake activates Eye of Ugin, gaining himself a Wurmcoil Engine. Jake plays an Ancient Stirrings. He then shows an Urza's Power Plant. He casts a Wurmcoil Engine and then passes. Nolan plays a Hollow Fountain, followed by the Tension Sphere on the Wurmcoil, and then attacks for 3. Jake plays an Emrakul, and then Nolan scoops him up, giving Jake the win. Remember to like and subscribe for more Monday Moderns coming your way.